Yeah, kind of talk about the reptilian brain with these guys. And we do have a reptilian brain, like it's like survival skills and all of that stuff. The part of our brain that just like fight or flight. There's also the neocortex, which is like Neo in the Matrix. The ability to have a higher level of thinking, a higher level of awareness beyond just survival. But for those that are struggling with survival, can't even see the other layers around you because you're just struggling from the day to day. And they know that, and that's part of why they keep us in survival mode. So we don't access higher consciousness or our neocortex, or so you wake up and realize that this reality, we'll just use this for what it is. It's an artificial matrix, right? So it's kind of like this. So you have the real world, and then you got this artificial matrix, right? And it's a self-imposed prison that you can get in and out of. But if you just look this way, right? Let's say this is the door of it, right? You gotta go in, out. Okay, you gotta go in to go out, right? Just think about that, right? Go in and go out. But I'm just looking this way, and I'm looking at this save here and this save here, and all of these ways to, and it's not even about escaping, because this is the real world, and this is the Truman Show that I'm filming, right? And it's just as simple as that. Like, you're just seeing it just like that. And a lot of these people, even though I'm in here, it feels kind of weird because it's actually reversed to where they're actually in the Matrix, and I'm awake in the Matrix. And the Truman Show is me turning the camera on them. And I'm thinking I'm crazy because I'm Neo, and I've gotten past lower level consciousness. And that's available for you as well. It's like upgrading a computer program. But we're not running the first OS of Apple on your operating system and phone, but we're running 2,000-year-old operating systems in our brains. And part of that is because we think it's basic instructions before leaving Earth. Like, that's some basic instructions. And if those are basic instructions, they were not well written, and they left out a lot. And just because you have instructions for a certain product, let's say that's instructions for us, doesn't mean they were well written. You have some crappy instructions that don't tell you everything and how to put things together. And they leave out what you're living in and how to escape it. But they do kind of talk about what you're living in. They talk about the physical matrix. So let's just say this physical world is the matrix, and then they imprison us in this, to where now they control you within this bubble. And that's where humanity is now. And in this bubble, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and we're thinking that we can pick some other thing within this artificial reality that we're given to make a difference. But these are all choices that are given to us, problem, reaction, solution. So not everyone knows that. Like the little broadcasting in the matrix, you got certain people that are plugged in. If they're plugged in, they're an agent of the system because they're running those programs. So not everyone wants to awaken. You know, just like even in the Matrix, the guy wanted to go back to sleep. And it makes you think that when you wake up, right? Because look, it's kind of a lonely thing, right? Like, I'm the only one in here. It's like Free Guy in the Matrix, and it's also like the movie Awake, where he woke up on the spaceship before everybody else. Imagine waking up on the spaceship Earth before everybody else. That's kind of how it feels. But he had a companion, and so was mine. Maybe there's a companion out there. But even while he was awake and the others were asleep, he was still doing work that benefited them when they did awaken. And that's what I feel like. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good analogy of all that stuff. Just reading the Matrix as I do, and yeah, that's it. So get past your reptilian brain and your data thinking. There's a higher level of consciousness available. Your cortex is there and can be activated, and you can see reality from a different level and from a different perspective.